Well, hi, everybody.
Hi.
Playing some music.
There we go.
Are we?
We are.
Do we not?
I can't hear anything.
I will send it to you then.
Oh, okay.
There. Better?
Thanks.
Ah!
Hey.
I hear
like-
nothing. No.
You hear nothing?
It's very low.
Okay, I hear now. So you should probably back it off because I don't have headphones on, so it was not isolated at all. Sorry, that's me. Wow, hi, we're on a show. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, howdy, everyone.
Yep. Cucumber is ready because he's not even here.
Yup. I like that Reed figured it out. He's like, oh, wait, Cucumber's not here. Never mind.
He's already won because he just is like, I'm out! And yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Exacerdebaters, where you guys get to help us decide which one of us is the master debater of the week.
Master debater!
Master debater.
You have to like it. Master debater.
Right.
You need the hand gesture too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you guys, we're going to present a topic, which today is Dresden, selected by our champion of last week, which he is not here. So we get to debate it without him. So at least we are now more prepared than he would have been. And so we are going to present topics. We have champions decided for those topics, and you guys get to decide who had the best argument. And best 2 out of 3, that will be the master debater. And you can use your channel points to vote in the Twitch chat poll. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Well, and we can go around and introduce ourselves. So I'm Ryan, as I said, and
Hi, I'm Connie. I don't know why I looked up. There's nobody but me. You're down there. Jeez, man. Mountain Dew is failing me right now. Hi, I'm Connie, also known as Wolver Connie, or aka Deadly Nightshade. I DM here sometimes.
yeah, like on Wednesday nights and stuff.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights.
Wednesdays.
Hi, I'm Carla. I'm just here.
Yay!
She is existing.
Yoo-hoo! She's alive! Yay!
We're all here. So yeah, I think we'll get into our first question. Our first question being best apprenticed to apprenticed? No.
Apprentice. The apprentice. The best apprentice. The best apprentice. The best apprentice.
Best apprentice to Harry Dresden. And our champions are. We've got Spence. Wait.
Sean Spencer.
Sean Spencer. Thank you. John Spencer for Carla. Sam Winchester for Corey. I picked Dave Stutler from The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
That's where
And then Caleb Widowgas for Connie.
from Critical Role, because I'm a super nerd. I'm like going too far into the multiverse.
Does that come back next week for you guys?
It does. So happy.
Yeah, thank
it was supposed to
God.
be this Thursday, but they didn't tell anyone that it was not this Thursday. And I was just like, it's Thursday.
Well, I
Please.
mean, they did make an announcement saying they would be back next week. Just some people chose to not listen.
But like
Down there.
Like they said 2 weeks, and then they didn't.
I know they did say 2 weeks, and it was 3 weeks.
So Reed asked who Caleb is. I feel like
Caleb-
he should get.
Well, so that'll be part of your 30 seconds or minute or whatever, right?
Minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Critical Role, so
He is a wizard,
That's
a very, very.
I don't
good
know.
Wizard,
I don't watch
so.
Critical Role either, so I'm okay with this explanation happening without the 1 minute argument. So.
Am I explaining him now?
I mean, you can like give like a little like
like a
backstory,
little
I guess?
two-sentence
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Basically, he's He's a very powerful wizard who's been trained by like a magical academy within the realm of Wildmount and the D&D universe. So, and he already comes with his own little familiar. So,
Frumpkin.
Frumpkin!
My dad says Fremkin in the chat.
Mine does too. He's just in the form of a gustard.
Wait, a gustard or a custard?
A Gus.
Gustard.
It's Gus from Gus.
Gus. Gus is my familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking tasty
I got
treat,
you, Carla.
like
I got
custard.
you.
Thanks. Appreciates you.
All right. Well, I think we can put the timer up and get the show on the road. I will go first. Why not? Yeah. And then we'll go
Yay.
up to Connie.
I go
over to-
third.
Clockwise.
You go third.
There you go. Carla's back in third.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. So I am picking Dave Stutler because, for one, he already has trained under a wizard to become an apprentice, so he has the respect. He has the knowledge of how to train under a master. He is very well trained in the dark arts and the light arts and all the good stuff. From Merlin himself, one of the original wizards, so he has a classical wizarding background, and to pick up like the modern day wizarding tropes that Harry Dresden could offer him, I think would be a very valuable lesson to train this new wizard. He understands modern technology and how to add it to his wizarding archive, and to maybe even teach Dresden a few things that Dresden didn't think of before, which is what an apprentice is really good about, is to open your master's eyes to new things. Name dropping Merlin. Ooh. All right.
All right.
Connie,
Let's
you ready?
do this, Caleb.
Go.
All right, so I chose as my wizarding person to drop as an apprentice to Harry Dresden is Caleb Widowgast. He has already trained under the Cerberus Assembly and under Trent Hickathon, which is one of the most powerful wizards within the Wildmount continent, as well as not only does he have fire spells that he has learned to kind of manipulate to his own personal skills, he now can perform Dunamancy, which controls time and space, and he's able to manipulate the fabric of the multiverse and change his fate, as well as he has a steel trap of a mind. He never forgets anything. So if he's trying to investigate with Harry, he's remembering everything as it happens, and he doesn't forget it. And he also has his own companion named Frumpkin, which he can look through his eyes, so he can gain some information and stealth without actually having to be there.
Honk.
No touching.
Right.
Hands up.
Hands off your pastries.
Right. And Carla, go.
All right. So Dresden is a detective. What better apprentice to give him than famous psychic detective Sean Spencer? Of course, we all know he's not a psychic, but he is a great detective. He has eidetic memory, so he will remember anything. And like, what else do you want from an apprentice than the enthusiasm to learn? And Sean is the kind of like kid like mentality that he will be the most excited to learn magic. So he will always be there first class, ready to show up. Plus it's already doing something that he loves to do, and he knows that it's for the betterment of people, like it's for the good of everyone. Like he knows that it'll help people. So adding actual magic to his skill set would actually be an incredible incentive for him to like actually buckle down and do it. So he will be a fantastic apprentice for this magical detective, and it's just within his realm of like excelling, and he
bonk.
Awesome. All right. Okay. And Corey.
So disclaimer, I'm definitely thinking of Sam Winchester from like the earlier seasons of Supernatural, later ones. So look, okay, so Dresden is like an asshole, and the only person he really listens to is the air spirit Bob in the skull, right? So Sam would be very similar to Bob in that like he would have that like that book knowledge, and he would be able to go underneath Dresden and learn under him, but also it would have those attitudes, right? So like Sam and Dean, they don't get along. They both have attitudes, but at the end of the day, they respect each other. They have fun banter because they do at the end of the day like each other and love each other and respect each other. But you need that attitude and kind of that crunch so that you don't have like the same perspectives going into things. You need different perspectives that banter to actually get to the end of the detective thing. So it's like all of Bob, and he has legs and he can go places, and like he would be a great study underneath Dresden. And yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the tasting begins.
Okay, I have notes.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, go.
Notes.
So Dave was his name, right? He wouldn't be able to bring in modern like electronics or anything like modern things into like that. Dresden would not be able to help with that at all because Dresden makes all electronics go haywire. So like if he was gonna do anything, he'd have to go off and do it on his own. It's so, like him being an apprentice to Dresden doesn't really work into that. And then for Caleb, I'm worried about the disposition of. Like he has Fremkin. I understand we like the cute, like the familiars. But Dresden already has Mister, and you will not usurp Mister. Like I'm
doesn't
not
have
sure.
to be a cat. Frumpkin can be anything he wants to be.
Yeah, he just chooses Frumpkin because that's his feline preference. But he's been an octopus before, an owl, an eagle. It's whatever he needs at that time.
My main concern with Caleb,
Mister is gonna be an issue.
But Caleb's like this already like excelling wizard. Why is he an apprentice? This is like taking an internship when you are already been paid to do a job. Like when you already excel in your field. It's like I'm gonna go be an intern at this company
because
and not
he
get
loves
paid
to
for my
learn.
work.
Because he's a book nerd. He loves
but he
to
doesn't
study
need
different types
to be Dresden's apprentice. He can learn it on his own.
And he's fairly.
He's not gonna learn much from Dresden. If he's like he loves to learn, he's not gonna get a lot of good learning done from Dresden. Dresden's very like learn by fire. Like he's not like a good teacher.
Which Dave has learned by fire. Like literally,
Dave was
has
an
learned.
awful apprentice. Dave was like the worst fucking apprentice you could ever fucking have. He got lucky. He was not a good apprentice. Like, I would not want to be anywhere near this kid while he's learning to do magic.
Which is why he needs to be an apprentice so he can learn more. At the very end of that movie, he finally learned his actual innate talents. That he was the
by
birth
luck.
of
But if you throw someone who is willing to learn and like more competent in what they do, you can actually excel faster and get to a better level than if you get to, I learned because I almost died. So I guess I had to learn.
Which is, and at least me and Connie are the only people who have actual wizards on our side.
Yeah, like magically arcane trained.
He does have like innate, like he gets like demony powers, and he ends up being psychic. Like he's special.
Wait, so he has demon powers? So that means that Harry Dresden is going to want to kick his ass if he has demon powers.
Harry Dresden.
That's true.
Harry Dresden.
Hey, fuck all of you. Magic is about believing in the power of magic, and no one believes more in the power of magic and the paranormal than Sean Spencer. Get fucked.
I think he believes more in the power of winning, like conning people over more than the power of magic.
No, he's always jumping into all the alien and ghost stories and everything, which means he genuinely believes in it. Like, he's always freaked out when something spooky happens. He's like, it's a ghost, until they prove it not to be. He, like, allows himself to believe in all of this, which will only allow the fluidity of magic to run through him even more, because he really genuinely, to the core, believes in it. So he will, like, more vibrantly be able to excel in
I
this
would like
field.
to see Dresden deal with Sean. Like, I wholeheartedly want to see Dresden have to deal with Sean, and I think that they could be like a good match of like figuring things out together. But oh my gosh, if Dresden does not like hit him upside the head 5 times for every case, like he would just be like, this idiot.
Yeah, it'd be more
be
like
like
the.
That would be like
Funny
the first thing after he figures it out, like because they're detectives, right? Like his detective work would actually make Dresden respect him in that field, which would allow him to like put up with him with his idiocracy a
No,
little
no.
bit more.
I feel like the relationship would be more like the doctor and his sidekick, like, because
I mean, that's an apprentice, right?
no, because
The
you're
doctor
not
and the
learning to be a time lord.
Well, not so much learning to be a
I mean,
time
why
lord.
not?
You're just there to be with the doctor because the doctor can't be alone. So it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm gonna be a time lord and I'm gonna grow 2 hearts and save Gallifrey.
But
It's
there's
not
Donna.
quite that. Okay, Donna was different though, girl. Like it was Donna. She wasn't training to be the doctor. She just happenstance to become more than a companion.
It's all right. You can keep talking about that as we have the Twitch pull up. All right, everyone.
Didn't even get to argue that Sam wouldn't even get to keep his shoe. He'd only have 1 shoe
You can
running
keep
around
arguing.
freaking Chicago.
All right.
Sam would just be like all gloom and doom. I don't know. I feel like Sam and Dresden would just like get super depressed together and not get anything done.
Well, Dresden's. No, I feel like Sam would like push him to like get shit done. He'd be like, "No, we're not sleeping. We're getting stuff done." And Dresden would be like, "Fine."
Oh, we've got. Oh, I'm in the lead.
You're
He
in the
was
lead.
an awful apprentice. It's probably because he's the only actual apprentice in the list.
I will say.
I've been an apprentice before. Like I don't understand.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
If you've been an
but-
apprentice before, why do you have to be an apprentice again? Like, just
Hey.
keep learning on your own.
Well, thank you, everybody. I will also say I mentioned this to Connie before, but none of us chose Mickey Mouse as an apprentice.
No.
I'm up here.
The freaking
I'll come
giant
out.
mouse came
terrible
playing with
apprentice.
magic.
He was terrible.
It's
You
the
put
same
it
thing
back.
as Ryan's pick. They're awful apprentices. This is the whole.
You're just behind worried about cleanup
They're
crew.
awful apprentices. That's the whole plot. They're not good at what they do, and you still pick them.
All right. Oh, let's see. Appropriate age-wise, actual apprentice, an aspect where he can learn and get better, and good personality contrast between mentor and apprentice. That's mid to up more.
He's a dumb fuck.
Yeah, good personality difference, you know?
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
personality.
Yeah.
Shit, I've been. My criteria are all off if that's a good personality trait.
Well, shit. I gotta go back and redo my resume then.
Yep. Just be a dumb fuck, you're good to go.
got it. That explains so much.
No. All right. Question 2.
I'm a dumb fuck.
Dumb fuck. First paragraph in your resume.
On the special skills on the side, like when you're listing them out.
Special talent.
Knows Microsoft Word, dumb fuck.
Jedi Master of
finally.
Bullshit. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. They don't want two Dresdens. One is already enough. Interesting.
This is true.
This makes yeah. And then as soon as Wookie Hammer saw the question, he immediately jumped at what hockey stick. But these are our choices. Okay.
What's yours, Ryan?
Mine is a ring.
Okay.
Just a fancy,
Just
fancy
a ring.
Just a ring.
Okay. Does it go on this finger?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Just checking. I just want to know. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that conducts more power.
I mean, I think it depends on the spell. So like maybe if you have like the dark arts, you then use that finger. But
Yeah,
I cast fuck you fireball. Maximum
You
damage.
need the meaning behind, like, to pull out the force, you know? Like, you have to mean it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go through my arcane pouch and pull out this component. What is this doing in there?
that would be good. That would be great.
This is in here. Whoa!
What's that in there?
Who put that there? Who did that? Bob.
Yeah.
All right. Should I go first again, or should we start at the
Yes.
end? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
You're already there. Let's go.
I'm already there. Why not? Okay.
Good job.
Okay. So, I'm going with a ring because, as we all know, a wizard staff is a bit cumbersome, especially in the modern age. So, a ring at least allows you to kind of conceal it if you ever to be searched or anything like that. They wouldn't give you the hassle or know the tropes of like, oh yeah, don't let the old man take it, like relieve him of his walking stick. They all know that by now, so they're gonna take his walking stick. And so if you have a ring on, it's kind of one of those mundane objects that you can like, oh, it's family heirloom. I don't know what you're talking about. And so you can at least pretend that you are just an ordinary person, and when you need to use your powers, your focus is already right there with you. And you also get to have a little bling on your fingers because a wizard needs to have something that makes them stand out and be a little bit flashy.
Does he?
Yeah. I mean, a good
Dresden
wizard
knows.
does.
Yeah.
Dresden.
Honk.
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 Ryan's playing on a different universe now.
Oh no, I'm staying in the Dresden universe. That's fine.
No
Yeah.
worries.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
And
That's the point.
go for it.
All right, so I went with a fountain pen. If you're going to be a detective and a wizard in the modern world, what's better than an arcane fountain pen? Because you're always writing down spells. If you're investigating a case, you're always writing down notes. And you can easily cast spells by using your pen, and nobody would think twice, because if you're an apprentice to a detective, you're gonna be constantly writing everything down. Like, that is your expected role, is like you are now the note taker to the mentor. So no one will think twice about if your arcane focus is a pen, because it's such a mundane item and it's so versatile. You can put it in your pocket, nobody will think about it. And as a wizard, you're constantly learning and writing down new spells in your spell book. So that is a perfect modern tool for a modern wizard.
Honk.
I'll honk at myself.
We
Honk.
started, so I feel like I have to do it every time now.
That's true. That's fair. All right. Carla, what you got?
Alright. So I pick it to 2 because, like, I'm very forgetful. Like, I will walk out of my house without my glasses. So I will never forget my tattoo because it's on me. Like, no one will ever be able to steal it from me unless they chop off my hand. And I mean, I feel like I will try to avoid any situation where someone's gonna chop off my hand. Plus, it doesn't have to be like, this is the Full Metal Alchemist symbol, so, which is also cool because if you're doing magic, might as well get into alchemy, right? But it doesn't even have to do that. It can be something super discreet that people won't even know that's like your force. So even like, even if that's what they're looking for to take away from you, to pull your power away from you, if it's something like, oh, it's a kitten tattoo, or it's like a mustache on my finger, no one's gonna think that like that's what you're pulling power from. And it's like, oh, you don't know where it's coming from. I win. Honk. Honk.
For some reason, like, I'm thinking of the mustache, like, right there, where, like, when you have to cast a spell, you just go, well, I do.
Fuego!
Fuego!
That is C. C is good.
That'd be good.
I'm
All right.
gonna have to do that now.
Oh, yep, that is a D&D character for sure now. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But no,
Right.
you have to tattoo like all parts of your hands, and so like the different pieces like would be different spells. So like this could be like charm person or something like that. And the sky's self, and this could be fuego. Like it could be different things that you tattooed right here, and like different pieces of your
Different fingers
hand.
could be like different elements
Like-
or components. So it's like if you need to cast something, it's like you pick your finger of what component you
Be
kind of
like,
need.
like this would be like calm.
Why are we
person.
helping her?
Oh my god!
I'm just like, yes, keep coming. Make my argument for me. Sell my ideas. Go, puppet, go.
Shush,
All right.
shush.
All right, Corey. What about
Okay, ready?
a bat? Go for it.
Okay. So, the instruments that Dresden uses to channel his energy or to store excess magical energy to channel his energy through so that it's not actually hurting him. That's why he uses Latin. That's why they use these things so he can protect his own mind from the magic that's being used. If you were to just say fire, your brain is connecting too much to the magic of it, and it can fry your brain. So he uses. That's why he says fuego. That's why they use Latin terms to protect their human bodies from the magical arcane energies going through them. So, also, he uses his wizard stuff when shit needs to get real, when shit needs to get done. It's his big boomstick. So if he doesn't have the staff, shit's already gone out the window. You're not trying to be subtle at this point. At this point, you need something that's aerodynamic, that people have spent a lot of time figuring out how to swing very, very effectively. You're gonna want a baseball bat. You can add all of the energy from your muscles going in, and add that with the boom of magic. You're gonna get shit done, and it's gonna protect you.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
I like the baseball bat because you can just beat people up.
Fair. But
Like,
yes,
even if you don't use it for magic, it's like I can still hit you with it.
it's true.
So I'm a little bit worried about that tattoo hurting him. Like if you channel energy through a tattoo, I'm worried about actually hurting your human body. I'm worried.
Well,
It just scars.
Well, either that or you could kind of go the Borderlands route where it's more like full body.
Yeah, but you're gonna hurt pieces of yourself. I'm worried that it's gonna hurt you. I'm worried. I'm concerned.
Not if you do it right.
So I am not familiar with the Dresden forms of magic that he's able to wield. So I'm taking it more as like not taking it more. Like the magicians that I'm used to, like they either require an arcane focus or they don't. And so like if he does require an arcane focus,
No, he does, because then he would hurt himself.
right?
If he didn't have that focus, you would get hurt.
Got it.
Right, chat? Nuts? Maybe? Who knows?
But also like, and so I'm considering like if he was in a place that they knew what his arcane focus was and they could steal it away, they would definitely chop off his hand. That's
Like,
As a-
If they knew that's what it was.
Chop off his finger to get a ring.
but
If you were like, no, you can't have my ring, you just go slice. Like,
right, and then you put it on a different finger. But like you can't put your
Until
hand
you
back.
If you
up.
get it back, like if they're chopping your finger, like the shock of your finger being cut is gonna give them time to steal your ring away. You have to like fight them for it
Yeah.
while you're in pain that they chopped off your finger.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what
then
doesn't
you
cause
risk, like,
bodily harm?
Fingers
Pet.
bleed like a bitch. I mean, it does if you stab people in the neck with it. Like a pen is actually a very reliable weapon, especially a fountain pen.
Exactly, and then you can always use the pun, as pointed out in chat. You can always use the pun. The pen is mightier than the sword, and then cast fireball straight out your frickin' pen. It just
Squirt them with
That
it.
is very. That feels very.
You're gonna
Dresden
make
to
me
say like to start saying like come up with a bunch of like pen puns. That does feel very Dresden to me. But still, the baseball. I think that the baseball bat. I think that you can put like not only like your kinetic energy, but then you're also your magical energy into it. I think that would. I think it would
But I
get
mean,
you
if
done.
you're trying to be subtle and like blend in and not
Dresden
necessarily draw
isn't subtle.
attention. Nope, there's no
So
subtlety
have a
here.
tattoo on your hand and not even worry about forgetting it.
Just have a teardrop tattoo and call it a day. There you go. Just
I don't know,
sad
I-
wizard vibes, and then there's your arcane focus right there.
Yeah, and I mean, if anything, we're like with the fountain pen and the bat would almost be going back to like the classic wizarding wand, because one is definitely like just a big wooden stick that is the wizarding bat, and then the pen is like a very small wizarding wand.
It's a more refined version. It's just a fountain pen, not a ballpoint pen. Have some class while you're wizarding. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Like, that's
use a ballpoint pen.
In
He's
today's
very-
day and
he's
age,
very
Corey will
not-
get arrested though for just carrying a bat.
That is true.
That's true. That's true. You can't.
You can't
go
just
to-
carry a bat. You have to have the rest of softball or baseball equipment. You cannot just carry a bat with you.
Yeah,
you can
that's
carry
like,
a sword in Texas as long as it's not as tall as you.
Why do you want to
You
be in
can carry
Texas?
I'm just saying,
No offense,
like,
Carl.
I don't know this rule. You
Listen.
can carry a bat around. You can carry a sword in Texas. I don't know this rule.
I'm pretty sure if I
We're
went
not
to
in
the
Texas,
7-Eleven right
Toto.
now with a baseball bat, they would be concerned. Like in more
Dresden is in
highly
Chicago, not
populated
Texas.
areas. Yeah, not Texas. Maybe not the best point of reference. I'm just saying. Like, if you know, but a fountain pen, you can fit it in your pocket. It is detachable. Like you don't even have the
A
cover
tattoo,
on.
you don't have to fit it anywhere.
You would
I mean, it
lose
is on your
the
person.
pen. Do you know how many pens I've lost? I've lost so many. Do you know how many, like, you buy like a pack of 100 and then at the end of like
Which
a week
is
you're left with 10?
Which is
You
why you lose them, because you
monster.
have 100. You know you can lose them. If you only have that one as your arcane focus, you're not
No,
gonna
you
lose it.
still lose it. You're just sadder that you lost it.
How are you guys
One
losing
pair of
these many
sunglasses.
pens?
It's
I've
like
had the same-
chapstick. Like,
I've had
you
the
never
s-
make it to the bottom of the tube.
No, I've had
my
the same
God.
mechanical pencil for the last 10 years.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Thank you.
What?
You're not living an adventurous enough life, obviously.
I like that pencil.
Mechanical pencil.
This is
I
my
got the same like type of mechanical pencil. I've lost hundreds of these probably since high school.
Mid-armor, you might not be able to pass a tattoo for an apprentice, but it can be a ceremonial thing to help them be there when they get their tattoo. So it can be a ritual more than an heirloom.
Alright, I'll drop these.
Or they could pass on a mummified hand. Yay!
Alright, chat. Get
And
to
they
work.
get
Do
to
the
pick
votes.
whatever they want for their tattoo. They don't have to have the same tattoo that you have, which makes it a little bit more personal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Midar Moore says, so we're tattooing kids.
Yeah, we're tattooing kids.
I mean,
Like, I would happily have this be my.
apparently we
Yeah.
carry swords here, so I'm just gonna go right to 7-Eleven and take my
Wow.
katana for
Wait,
a
we
minute.
can? Wait, we can? I have one on my wall. Like, can we?
That counts as a letter opener, Carla.
Katana, which one do you want?
No, my
Holy sh-
thing.
Yeah, letter opener.
Baseball bat!
It's
Holy
okay,
shit.
fine.
What?
No.
What?
Baseball bat!
Wow, wow, chat. Wow. Okay.
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 They just want to beat the crap out of people.
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess, I mean, being a wizard and having the strength of a frog doesn't mean anything. Because your dump stat isn't in strength if you're a wizard. Just saying,
That's fair.
chat.
Interesting.
Thank
Was
you,
not. Yeah, Wookie Hammer says if we're talking Harry, he's strong as fuck.
Well, yeah, but he also probably works out. Any other wizard, I'm pretty sure, is not a gym aficionado.
I mean, he does walk around a lot.
He just really
He wanders around a lot because he doesn't really have a car because he can't really have. Like, he has his
I
old
mean,
beat ass
that's
car,
a
but his car
needle.
gets destroyed.
Mm.
constantly.
Yeah. So he has to walk around a lot.
On foot.
Yeah.
Or he's Gerbergern. Alright, so we have a third question. This is
Alright.
unplanned. We do not have any.
So this is Corey and Ryan, right? Because this is the tiebreaker.
What?
I mean, it is
No,
the
it's
third.
all of us.
It's all of us.
It's all of
though.
us.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought
all
it was
of
the
us.
tiebreaker.
No, we still have another tiebreaker if we can't decide
okay.
after this one, just in case.
Okay.
But the question is,
Okay.
who would make the best animal companion for Dresden if he didn't have the two he already has?
But Mouse is the best animal companion.
So say that Mouse did like
Don't-
he. Whoa.
Watch your words.
Maybe Mouse hasn't come to him yet.
Shh.
He didn't die. He's just not there yet.
Maybe he never existed.
That's not okay either.
I'm sorry. Sorry, he doesn't have his temple dog yet. Okay.
Okay.
So animal companion.
Mm-hmm.
So not a dog or a cat.
I mean, unless you can like, if it's a specific dog from something, and you can say why he's better, then that's fine.
What?
I'm surprised, Connie, you haven't chosen yours yet because I'm gonna steal it in a second.
A squirrel.
Are you stealing squirrel?
No, I was gonna steal Frumpkin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You take the pumpkin then. You take pumpkin. Take-
Oh. No.
No.
I'm trying to think of indigenous animals to Chicago and nothing's coming up.
Can I choose a?
That's because there aren't any.
Alright.
Can I choose a not real thing? I can choose a not real thing. Toothless. I choose toothless.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Porcupine. Okay, interesting.
Porcupine.
African-
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go with that. I saw
Okay.
platypus agent.
platypus.
Bury the platypus.
Purple.
Bury the platypus.
platypus.
A platypus. Bury the platypus.
Yep.
All right.
This is hard.
Right? It's like, wait a second.
Ooh. Rooney, the little fire spirit from Frozen 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I have my arguments. I will save them.
Good call. Good call.
Like, holding.
I almost said things that are like, no, I will stop it. I will.
Stop. Hammer time.
I'm so bad at that game. I just shouted out.
It's all good. All right, so going first, I will talk about my choice being Frumpkin. He is the best cat, and he also can be any other animal if you so wished him to be. He also is indestructible. You can throw him into any situation, and he will just poof back into his existence after a little bit of time, but he will come back into existence. You can see through his eyes. So he's a good reconnaissance expert. You can tell him in English what you want him to do, and he will go do it to his best ability. And you can also, when you really, really need him to, he will hop onto your lap or across your shoulder and be a nice kitty scarf, or and he will purr on command and make you feel so much better after a long day's wizarding. And so I can not think of any better creature that you would want to have around for Mr. Harry Dresden. Yes. All right.
Honk.
All right. Honey,
All right.
go for it.
Let's go, Agent P. If you're looking for a good animal companion that doesn't give you any lip service because he's a platypus and he likes to remain in loaf form when there are other people around, he's just going to be very... You're not going to think too much of him until you turn away, and then he becomes his secret agent form, and he's highly intelligent. He's trained to do spy work, so recon is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, especially for a detective who is investigating constantly all these different missions and different cases. So it's almost like having another little Harry Dresden, but just completely silent. He doesn't give you anything except for his little like purr, like. And then he's also got a really fancy hat so he can match Harry, and they're almost like bosom buddies.
Nice.
I like boosting buddies.
All right, Carla, what you got?
All right. So, Rooney is a spirit of like he controls fire, and he's like defensive. So he's pocket size, like. And he's super cute. But like he like literally if someone's attacking you, Rudy can set up a wall of fire, and not only can he like make fire happen, he can extinguish this fire. He can like literally control this. Like you can calm him down and be like, yo, shut it down, and like he'll control the fire. Like it's like a really useful weapon to have that does not require you using your own magic in order to utilize it, because he has his own source of magic, and he can defend you, he can protect you, and like if someone's running away, he can set up a wall of fire around them, and it's like, guess what, bitch, you trapped. But yeah, plus he's super cute. Did I say that?
You
Great.
did say that. Yep. All right. And finally, Corey, go.
So Toothless, I think, would be a great addition to the already animal companion group. I think that I think Mr. and Toothless would get along great. I think there would be a period of like tension, and then I think that Mr. would be like, no, he can be a kitten, it's fine. And the Mouse and Toothless would they would love each other. So the point of the animal companions is to protect Dresden, protect the people around him. Toothless is wonderful at that, right? He saved Hiccup from the big fall, the big explosion. He's a big old protector. He's like a big old cuddly bear when you're nice. He also, the animal companions are supposed to be detecting evil around. Mr. gives Dresden heads up constantly. Toothless would be able to figure out when something you'd see him do his little thingy, and he'd hiss up or whatever. He would be able to detect evil, and he would be a big protector. He's a big dragon wall. So Dresden, someone was at Dresden's apartment, he could just throw him behind Toothless, and Toothless would protect him.
All right.
Honk.
All right. So, open. Okay.
I actually think these are all great.
However, if Dresden is being not subtle when he gets out his boomstick, when he needs to be subtle, Toothless isn't a subtle creature. It is a dragon.
Especially in Chicago. They're not native to Chicago.
No, but when it's dark, he goes very fast. You can't detect him.
What about during the day?
He goes really very fast. You can't detect him. Other times, he just stays in the apartment and wreaks havoc there. It's fun. Wreaks havoc there.
That's not nice for Toothless.
He comes out at night. He comes in, he bumps into things. Toothless bumps into things all the time. No, he would be good. And he would be able to bring some levity, I think, to the group that, Mr. and Mouse is adorable, but, I think Toothless would be, that funny cat. I think that he would bring some levity to the group that the group sometimes is lacking a little bit. Yeah. Not as serious.
Would he even fit in the door to the apartment?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
He would totally
sit outside like a gargoyle.
He would fit.
He's gonna be too big.
He barely even fits in Hiccup's
frog
house.
monster fit through the door of Dresden's apartment. You can fit a dragon. You're fine. You can also help transportation for Harry. Yes, Harry trying to get around Chicago constantly. It takes him so long
What
to
is
get
he
anywhere.
delivering pizzas? I thought he was a detective. I thought he was investigating
Only at
crime.
night because he's trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah, you want to know
So
what
it-
else is inconspicuous?
If he has to get anywhere during the day, he's screwed. Yeah, let's walk around with a platypus following me around. This is not gonna catch anyone's
Yeah, a
eye or
bipedal
anything.
platypus is a little suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. With the derpy eyes and just a... come on. No one's going to try and engage in that.
It's not that they'll try to be angry. They'll just be like, "Oh my god, that's so cute," and he won't be able to get anywhere because everyone's constantly going to be like, "Oh my
So
gosh,
many
can I pet your
selfies.
platypus?
All the
It's so
selfies.
cute. Can I take a picture
You're
with
gonna
them?"
love
They'll be
him.
so obnoxious.
But he's not
He's
going to
not
be
gonna
left
go
out
anywhere.
because he can be left in the apartment because he fits in it.
But he can't do his detective where he cannot be stealthy because like he'll try to be hiding around a corner, like taking pictures of someone and someone's like, oh my god, mommy, look, a platypus! Like you build a reputation. Like if people know you're a detective around the city of Chicago and someone's like, oh my god, look, a platypus! They just gave your location away because they're gonna know like, who else has a fucking platypus in Chicago? You.
Wait, so we're gonna know where the
are.
platypus is versus the giant fucking black dragon hanging out
I'm
in
not
the middle
disagreeing with you. I think,
The black dragon's not going out during the day. You're supposing that the platypus
so
is going out
mean.
during the day. That he's what?
That's so mean. Like
so mean.
Toothless loves to be outside
Plus
during the day.
that
Toothless can go out to the country. I'm
Dresden
talking about
has to plan his
Chicago.
days to come back at night to pick up Toothless. Dresden does not do well at planning. Like sometimes he's gone for like days at a time, and it's like, well, fuck. I did not have a chance to go pick up Toothless, so I'm still out of a dragon. I still don't have a companion. I never picked him up from daycare.
Well, also,
no.
so I also want to talk about Rooney and this. Like, so you said that he can control fire, but he is a bit of a hothead. He doesn't really behave all the time to what you want him to do. He'll start fires when he wants to.
He does if he bonds with you.
But
And if he's your companion, he obviously bonded with you.
Dresden companions.
If he's your companion, you have an assumption that there's a certain level of bonding with you and your companion, yes?
Well, yeah, probably. But
So-
also, like,
I
Elsa
Might be.
Elsa was able to calm him down with her palm because she can create ice. Like, she cools him down physically. I don't know if Dresden...
Yeah, I mean, it is cold in the basement.
But
I think that Mr. would 100% eat him. Mr. would chase him down and eat him.
Oh,
Not if he like
He
sits,
would.
like if he's chasing him, he would literally set Mr. on fire. Or fire
he
around
would
Mr. and be like,
just
nah,
like-
fuck off.
And then that's even worse. That Mr. then would be harmed. So, negatives on both ends.
Plus, isn't this like a replacement companion? Like, this is not an addition. This
Right,
is like
yeah.
a replacement. That's what Ryan said at the beginning. This isn't
It is
Mr.
what I said at
Mouse,
the
we're not
beginning.
there. So that's not a valid argument.
replaces
You said replacement for Mouse, not Mr.
I
Mr.
said
Still
for his
around.
animal
More.
companion.
He said more.
animal companion. Honk.
Honk.
All right.
Oh my
Polls
gosh.
are open.
Remy from Ratatouille would have been perfect. He could have made all the potions for Dresden. Oh my gosh, that would have been perfect.
But he wouldn't be making. Well, he would be having Dresden like puppeted to make them.
That's
So-
fine. That's fine. Like
No,
Remy
because
would
Dresden
make like
just let him do the
like
cooking. He
spot
doesn't
on
have to puppet
recipes.
Dresden.
That
It
would've
doesn't
been
matter. He
perfect.
wasn't one of the contenders. It's fine.
That's true. Yes. Yeah. Oh, there is some closeness in this one though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remy would have been perfect.
I mean,
Although, you would have to like try the potions in order
Ooh.
to see if they're good or
Oh.
bad, and that would
Oh,
not
no.
end up very well.
there's so many times
he'd
you're
be
just like,
canary in the mine
Like you
shaft.
wouldn't have a chance to become
Terrible.
good at it.
How dare
The
you
reason
take
why
your
he's
animal
good at
companion
cooking
like
is
that?
because he can taste it and he knows it tastes good. If he's tasting
he can
potions as
smell
he's
it.
trying to make them, shit goes
A big
wrong.
part about it smelling it. Ryan
Yeah, but you don't know
wins.
what good magic smells like.
I mean, yeah, bad magic smells bad. That
Not
makes sense.
necessarily. Arcane magic?
I tried, Corey. I could not click fast enough, says Wookie Hammer.
Aw.
Oh, well, goodness. Okay.
So,
What is next week's theme?
yeah.
I don't play to win because I hate this. This is so good.
Oh, it's you don't want to. Gotcha.
I like not winning. This is
I
fine.
play to yell. I don't play to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, that is a good one.
So
Uh huh. I like it. I like it.
What?
I got Treasure Planet.
Ooh, yeah. Don't you
As a
be
theme?
quizzical about that, Connie.
I'm just thinking.
Have you
I'm like,
never
do I have
seen Treasure
access
Planet?
to rewatch it?
Oh
Disney
no!
Plus. Disney Plus.
Okay, we're good.
Treasure Plan.
Treasure plane. We're going to the treasure plane.
Hey, we can go to Treasure Plan now.
All right. Never seen Treasure Planet? Well, you have an entire
Well,
week.
pitter
to watch
patter.
it. Pitter patter. Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
It is so
Yeah,
much.
it's a really good movie.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll think up some questions to deal with Treasure Planet and all the subsequent.
Subsequent?
Follow-up
You're
questions.
doing great. You're doing so good right now.
Ryan's short-circuited!
But I was like Treasure Island. That's it. Treasure Island. I was like, which
Not the
word
same
of these
at all.
is the one that they changed?
One of these words is not like the other.
Yep.
Treasure Planet, not Treasure Island.
Right, but they are based on the same story.
Yeah, sure.
But one is better than the other.
Yes, they are. That is true. But yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on
but,
Disney Plus. Yeah, go watch it on Disney Plus.
Of course, it's on Disney Plus. It's a Disney movie.
Yep, that's true. All right, so I think we will send it off to a raid. But before that,
Woohoo!
I will tell you all about
What's your
tonight.
trophy?
Oh, so we talked about
Dresden.
Dresden.
Could be your ring, your fancy
So
ring.
it could be a ring, it could be Bob the Skull, it could be a blue beetle, it could
Bob
be
the Skull, Bob the Skull.
I like Bob the Skull. I will do a Bob the Skull.
Okay.
Bob the
Nice.
Skull. All right. So next week we'll be talking about Treasure Planet. But
Titan AE is also a really good movie.
I love that movie. I actually like. I still want to do. Yeah.
Oh God.
Get out of here, Matt Damon.
And I actually like looked up how to like possibly do like an illuminated tattoo for when he does the thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Sometime. So eventually, when cons come back and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, when
Whenever that is.
You just need white ink and black light, and you're good to go.
Yeah, some like UV paint or something.
But it glows yellow.
Just white ink, and it shows. No, it glows purple.
There's yellow
White ink glows
There's yellow
purple.
you can paint.
Right,
in
but you
your
don't
black light.
want it to glow purple. It glows amber on his hand.
They have different neon colors. Like neon orange would also like glow orange. You can put neon yellow, and it glows yellow.
True.
They have different colors. It's fine.
So what's happening later tonight?
We're doing
Anyway,
we're doing another episode of Trash Trapeze Theater.
You.
Yes, Trash Trapeze Theater. Let me see. We are doing the play from Lux Radio Theater, so you know it's already good. And it is called Miss Moonlight, performed in 1939.
that sounds. Yikes.
Yeah, I know. I can already imagine this is going to be a terrible play.
Oh no.
Yep.
No, you have no faith, Ryan. You have no faith.
Right, because Chunk
That's
is
what makes it
casting
better, though.
Right?
The worse
That's
they
a very
are.
good
Yeah,
reason to be
worse they are, the
worried.
better.
Yeah, like you
Uh,
have more room to play because you don't feel bad about ruining a show.
It's true. Yeah, actually, I never feel bad about butchering these plays. So tonight we have Chunk, me, Haley, Justin, Corey, and Brian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can come back here at excuse me at 7:30. Make us do funny lines, and every time we hit
That
$100.
is Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, not
Or
Corey time.
10:30 my time.
It's never
10:30
Corey
Corey
time.
time. Never Corey time.
Oh
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
On
Oh
that
dear.
note.
Let's see. Ooh, there's people playing some board games over at Board Game House. That looks interesting.
Board
We'll
Game
send
House?
you that way. So yeah, see you here back at 7:30. Raid.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh. Sorry.
Bye.
There.
What's
There's
the
that.
thing? You gotta do the thing.
Doing the thing.
Bye.